get ahead of that by focusing, especially during online play, at bringing new people into the mix. But let's take a look at the pistol, because this game's underway now. We've actually spoken all the way through to the
teams, but I've always felt the Furia is the one team that kind of builds up the development pieces. So nice to see that we have both of these two teams doing the same. And we are getting the bomb down here now, though. 4-on-3 situation. Bolts is low, though. Someone with some nades. A tough spot to be in still, though, if you're heroic. Oh, especially after that. That was a nice shot by SHC.
That's why you get the P250, man.
More and more, I mean, I'm super bullish on it. I mean, it's $300, right? And especially on like a pistol, if you're Tia and you're talking like the long distance duels, like the Glocks will do a really good job in ensuring the close quarters, but having like a P250 just for long distance duels of getting a kill or two helps a lot.
I'm a huge fan.
Probably gets one more. Yeah, they all go down though, so at least, you know, when we think about advantage, works out though nonetheless, and still have with 2 players alive, so a lot of money here. It's a nice little entry from Cadian though. It's going to be a fast round from MIBR, looking to get mid control fast at least. But with that instead, they don't clear the corner. It's a nice crossfire setup for Heroic here. Chaos ensues, but it's still a 3-on-2 situation with Yell being very low.
Oh. That's a gnarly little shot from Bolts, and that's delivered it. They're not considering it at all. Oh, he misses the timing. Yell needs to stay alive. One's down in the pit with him. Uh-oh, he slipped the net. He's got it in, and Yell gets dropped, but there's so little time, and with the bomb planted where it is, it's not going to happen for Borup, is it? Bolts can just play around that bomb. Oh, the molly in the pit. It's like a Doja Molotov. Oh, that's so smart. Man, I'm on board, man. Let's get it. Full speed ahead. Oh, and there's Yell with the opener. Walking into that stack, right? MIBR are going back because they've always held on to this map control. They're clearing out Banana. That's a nice boost to Gimmick.
SHZ ready to strike here as the push comes in. He might get a great timing. C-Tessus is worried about it. Actually repositions so that he can't get caught by this. Perfectly timed repositioning onto the site. However, difficult to hold these spots for too long. We'll have to see though, because there's not too many numbers for the trade game. That is so important from Yell and SHC as well, taking down Tessus. They didn't even have to trade because nobody died. That's just so awesome from MIBR.
So much money now into the hands of MIBR, keeping 3 more members alive here as well. Bolts on 11.
Back here, so if the entries go MIBR's way, of course, there's really no time for the rotation to do too much, as the site will be lost immediately. But that's a great start there. Double from Nico, taking down both Yell and Cello. But however, Delegate's crept onto the site. He's causing problems here, but nothing that Borup cannot handle with the help of his teammates, and that's going to be the first.
Harder now to take if you are MIBR because of how slow this this creep into top mid has been. So these entries have got to come pretty cleanly, pretty flawlessly at that. They dodge the players in the site thanks to this smoke, but it is, however, hiding a lot of bad guys for MIBR. There it is. They deal with everyone. And honestly, considering they walk into a stacked bomb site there, the utility is great at separating those fights.
On the bomb stuff for Heroic got cleared out as well. So nicely done with the flashbangs and the smokes.
I think this has to be a signal to Heroic that they adapt as time goes on, but this is a critical round for them because they've got double orbs. There's one of them. And if they lose this round, they're completely broke. So they've really got to find a conversion here. And it looks like after losing the apartments player, MIBR might go for a fast timing B. Heroic haven't rotated an extra player just yet. So it could be a good timing. Storm will peel away one more.
Oh, Borup with the big tuck back into Orange's, hides him.
Nuts if he just walks past him here. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Oh, he actually goes for the kill. I'm not sure about that. He just avoided the guy instead. I mean, he has, I guess, just 10 seconds left. He's definitely going to get away here. Yeah, that's sneaky, man. A minute save. Great hold by Heroic. I actually really like that approach by MIBR.
With the bomb, with 20 seconds left, the rotation's coming, so they're going to go for a split through spawn. Oh my god, Tessus annihilates one half, and the other half is left to Storm, who does pretty much the same.
What a ballsy call from MIBR to make when there's so little time left. You're essentially just forced to just jump through Arch there instead of...
He realizes with the scope that actually, no, the AWP is over towards Library. big skirmish over here at Banana, and it's left even early on in a 4-on-4.
Oh man. Gets a trade there as well. Now Heroic in a bad spot with 2 ops. In typical Heroic fashion, as we saw in Vertigo, they do like to play a very aggressive stuff, and it's already down in mid as well, or essentially down in Banana.
Very nice, very nice. Able to now take their control of that B side. Cadian in a spot where he could try to do some damage with this AWP if he wanted to try to worsen the economy. Awful for MIBR, but it's quite a stretch. He doesn't really have.
See then the aggressive play coming in from Heroic. I am surprised, I will say. I like the play from Cadian pushing mid, but I don't like the play of both of them pushing essentially 2. We'll still be able to buy here next round somewhat, so feels a little bit safer for them. That's a nice entry here from Cadian onto Danico.
That's a lovely shot, and I like this from Tessez, trying to get aggressive. Now, does extend himself PR and what they're able to get away with. They throw this double kind of smoke corridor to get them into the site. And now looking for Cadian. They can't quite deal with him. There it is. There it is. Takes him a moment. 2 players being a mystery and that bomb being so far ticked. That round was kind of written off for Heroic.
Yeah, and even with Cadian.
A few days I've seen him. And so he's there in that close position with the MP9, as you can see. Borup with the baits there, the jump peeking. That may indicate that Storm is not playing so close, but there he is. He's able to take down one. Blank timing, or, well, looks like that's what he's committing to. And in goes the committed push. They have no choice but to go on this. Cholo will take down Tessus in the trade, but it's still looking pretty labored here. CT's in advantage, loads more position, time. Look how patient Nico's playing. He can just rely on his teammates as well to help him out, and there's just too much here for MIBR to deal with, and that seals the deal for the end of the first half. Heroic
coming. Based off of like level 10 faces and stuff like that, there's definitely a lot of Finland. I had no idea that he had over almost 600 players level 10. But nonetheless, it's a 4-on-3, it's a pistol round on the way, so I'll shut up about facet levels and players here for a second.
Got that wine plants on the way, and that's not looking good for MIBR. They are in a terrible spot, of course. Totally isolated from one another, Bolts and Yell. Tess is already looking to backstab one, and he's not the only one. For some reason, we've got Cadian walking around T-spawn.
You don't really have to chase. Yeah.
Let's go straight up mid. They still have the Mag 10s. Makes a lot of sense. Looking for that arch play. Yell, great position. Jumps up onto the chair. Traded, though. That's a very big kill to find. And they're pushing into spawn. Their pace is blinding right now.
Oh my god, and that flashbang as well. I can't believe Bolts gets Cadian completely flashed. It's all falling apart here now from Heroic. We have to remember, though, they had 3 SMGs, so it was a bit of a scrappy, fast round. But nonetheless, it's a great hold. Essentially creating a very nicely smoked. That's actually a benefit for Tease. You're gonna walk in here. The first kill is done. Danico, though, through the smoke, gets the 2 kills. Leaves it in a 3-on-3 situation now, though. Not sure if they're gonna actually clear Bolts. They won't. Nicely done by MIBR to start cooking at home at this point. No more takeout. Because you are broke, sir. Nice entry. I really like this from Heroic. They do a lot of double boosts with the AWP. Getting some different angles as well, obviously expecting. I'd argue here. MIBR's positioning here is really good. That's a great flash, though, as I say that. And just because of that, Danico gets the kill, though, but now they're certainly decided.
Oof, the frags are really coming in nicely. SHC performing very well, even though that'd be a weird spot then on the buy. Like a half buy around Cadian's AWP, I suppose.
I think you do a half buy with Star and Nico here, and you kind of go some clean, crispy headshots. If they were to hit this, but yeah, like I said, that's the start. Yeah, Star with a headshot on the cello. Bolts here though with a bit of a sloppy spray, just gets the 1 without any utility. Heroic gets this bomb site. 4-on-3 now. And man, oh man, very difficult.
Realize, like you say, they had no utility. They had no way to get into that bomb site. They relied on finding the openers around and actually make something of it. And so now, right now you're just kind of in this kind of weird limbo where you're trying to.
MIBR yet. I was going to say he does feel comfortable enough of potentially, you know, being able to block that off. But just look at this. Heroic, nicely done. Full-blown execute. Not giving Yell a single opportunity to get away as well. It's burned to a crisp on the bomb site by 2 mollies. You know, when you go, you go. You know, there's no stopping really. And I quite like that. So the approach as well. That's why I think Heroic is very difficult to play against, because they do keep themselves as a unit.
You got to get all the way there. And I always think coming back T-side is at least nice, knowing that you can leave MIBR in a rough place where every round feels like a 2-for-1. That's kind of where we're approaching. There is still one player down here at short who could make a difference, but as I say it, he's wiped out by Nico, who provides all the entries there alongside Tessez. This is a lock-in. This is done. It's the save for MIBR. 11 on the board for Heroic. So.
Yeah, and like you said as well, I think because of the fact that Heroic hasn't really fought for Banana early a lot, like it doesn't really give MIBR an opportunity to be like, oh, let's just take Banana control. Because I think that Heroic just has a really good approach there. I would say though, for MIBR, we talked about, you know, there's not only early round aggression, obviously, there's also mid-round aggression of maybe pushing back to when you have some information.
Then get out of there. You know, you're not getting given that if you're MIBR at this point. This is a real brawl for this Banana control. I don't know how Tessez gets out of there with a kill, like going for 1 for...
Just 4 alive. So is the one area that's going to be left. We see that from MIBR as well, leaving the B bomb site, or we're just about to. Depending on timing here now, Danico's going to have a lot of work cut out for him. They know where he is too, so in terms of just staying alive and being sneaky, that's not going to be the case. But we do have the other remaining MIBR players here already, so 2-on-2 situation.
Ooh. Oh, the nade is so close. Bounce the wrong way though. Storm will go down anyway. Bolts in the 1v1 doesn't know precisely where Cadian is, who does actually have to plant still. So Bolts didn't even necessarily have to go for it, but he knew that Cadian was on the side somewhere. Didn't want to success, keep that consistency with it. It's so good hit. Oh, in the face! See ya. Nico down. It's a gun to be collected. Danico once, but if I were him, I'd probably keep that auto shotty at this point.
That many, we haven't seen that many knives here so far this event.
Surely not the knife at 11-14. Yeah, man. Cadian, yeah, like, while he is like this wild stallion, it's like, yeah, man. Now he plays it safe. There's still a player in B, but they're going to clip Banana. Their backs are turned. Bolts. Oh, he might just tear it away from them with that double kill. God, this feels terrifying. Cadian's just strolling around like this is all fine. Yeah, CT peek comes in.
In this smoke. Surely, if you've been watching their demos, surely you'd expect such shenanigans. He gets one at least, and gets all the info too.
Yeah, they were so quick on the rotates there as well from MIBR. Danico is already over at the B bomb site. We're trying to do a fake there with Nico a little bit, but Danico again with a good trade. They should know, well, they would know that he's here now, so at least they do get the bomb site, but it's a 2-on-3 situation. Bomb goes down, only a Molotov left on Cadian.
Live for Heroic. Flash is going in, the Brazilians being fast on the approach, and they've already knocked one of them out. But oh, Borum, surprise 2K, there's the trade from Yell. And there's enough time for the defuse. He scares us a bit getting off of it, but there it is, MIBR, they lock in this map. And now...